Hi everybody. That should fix things. Haha, I muted myself. Yeah, okay. So, we're doing good. Alright. So, welcome on in. This will be part 2 of what I did on Tech Friday, and I was just excited, so I thought I'd come in and share. We're doing more audio routing today. First, I want to show off. I got an SD card or a micro SD card for the RodeCaster Duo. So I want to show recording a multi-track setting to that. And let's pause some pretzel here. And then I did get a question about doing a multi-track recording to Twitch VOD and excluding a track. So I wanted to go over that as well. I made some videos on that, and so I'll just be showing those off in a moment. Hope everyone had a good weekend. If you haven't been here before, I'm DC. You can find me under Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram under DC Lasair. That's DC LASAIR. Go to dclasair.bio.link for all the things. All right, and shall we get into it? Okay, so last Tech Friday, which is now edited and up on my YouTube. If you want to see the whole thing, it's under the live playlist. If you want the edited version, it's under the Tech Friday playlist. !YT takes you to the youtube.com/@DCLasair, where you can find both those playlists. Oh, did you all hear my cat? Sorry, I have to pet the cat now, because apparently that's a thing. Hey, kitty. Hey. Yes, I know you're there. We all know you're there. You have made the noise. Petting the cat. Okay. Am I going to pick you up? Are you going to be on camera? Well, are you? So, yeah, while I'm dealing with my cat down here, hope you all had a good weekend. I didn't do a whole lot. I saw The Marvels on Sunday, which is a very fun movie, now that I can talk about media again. Very, very awesome movie. So check it out, yeah. It's just a lot of fun, and it's under 2 hours, which is fantastic. Okay, come here. Guess what? You gotta be on camera now. If you're gonna be here, you have to be on camera. That's the rules. That's the rules. Yeah. If you're gonna meow at me, you gotta be on camera. It's just how things are. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Because you're adorable. She's happy. Nope. Now we're going. Okay. Go away then. If you come back here, I'm going to pick you up again. Okay, picking you up again. Told you I was going to pick you up again. It is very awkward how I'm holding you. Yeah, look, lots of buttons and lights and things moving. Yeah. Okay. Down you go. Go on then. go. All right. I think I've solved kitty issue problem. No. Why don't you go lay down somewhere so I can scream? Hmm? Please? Maybe? Yes? Yes, no? Yes, no? Alright, well, she's sniffing at something on the floor now. Okay, so let's go over the RodeCaster Duo first. So get me to a demo window. And there we go. Alright. So now that I have a micro SD card in it, you can see the record button is lit up green. It'll record to that SD card. I don't know how well you can read this here, but I have 12 hours of recording because that's how big the SD card is. What? Okay. So you're just gonna hear my cat today. I don't know what's going on. Cats are just gonna cat things. So, all right. So if you want to record to your thing, let me see if I get the right buttons. Oops, I gotta try not to hit my camera. So hit that. We would go to, was it show? No. I don't think I hit record. No, because that starts the recording. Now you see I'm started recording. And I can tap the timer again and adds a marker to the recording. I hit the record button, it pauses it. If I want to stop recording, I hold it down. I'll stop the record and save it. Yeah, that's fancy. Alright, now then. Oh, right, I want routing, which is under outputs. Routing. So, here's all my channels, all my outputs. Now, each one of these channels I can find. I like the colors. Yeah, you can set these to be whatever you want here. And there's pads over on the side. I'm sorry, I'm leaning away so I can hit the things. So I'm in the routing menu, as you can see. So routing, recording. Now here's all the channels that are going into the recording. If I want to take a channel out, I simply go to the X, and that channel won't go onto the internal recording. I bring it back. Now that happens to be my music channel. So Spotify, you can see the green line, meaning, and you can tell up here I'm on the record menu for my audio routing. And you'll still hear it, but then if I record to the SD card won't get that music. So you can create yet another custom mix in the thing. Now you can do main mix, but honestly, I'm going to recommend that when you're routing your audio, just go to custom mix and set the channels up you want in different things. Oh, sorry, I hit my phone again. I'm using my phone as a second camera, and it's like right here, right? It's just kind of in the way, but it's the only way I can. Until I buy a longer cord, it's the only thing I have to show you all the things here. So I go back home. So the gear again on this menu, that was outputs and then routing. And then the mix you're hearing is, I think you should be hearing the USB 1 mix, right? Yes, you're hearing the USB 1 mix. So it's not called that, but I'll get to that in a moment. I keep the music from being recorded on stream through OBS. This seems easier. Yeah, I like this a lot. So outputs, routing. Now everything... Oops, I lost a headphone. One moment. Seem to always have a problem with the one on the right. Okay, so you're hearing everything that's going through this USB 1 mix. My audio, Spotify, so I pause Spotify. Spotify's out. So now you can see I'm on USB 1, and I have my microphone. Your microphone is usually this first one here, but you still got to assign it to an output, right? Then anything I have attached to the USB 1 will go through here. This is the chat one, and then the USB 2. And when you're routing the audio in your on Windows, it's very easy to tell where you gotta go. They make it easy. So you have your channels here. So I'm like, well, I want to route Spotify to this channel, but what do I call it when I'm assigning things? So you hit the button. In this case, I hit the blue button over here. And again, you can change these. You can move all 4 of these inputs around to be wherever you want. So I hit the button here because that's associated with that, right? You can color code these things. And you see there it says select RodeCaster Duo secondary. So anytime I want something to go through this channel in Windows, I would set the input and output to RodeCaster Duo secondary. It's important to set the input and output to the same channel because these channels are both inputs and outputs. Then right from here, you can open routing. And as you can see, this is the only channel I have, the only thing I have going to this channel. So great. So I'm done. And then you can have every channel can have its own processing settings if you want to change anything. Like I have, my mic set up in a certain way. So I've created a preset. And you can see it has some stuff for the SM7B already. But further, I go to presets. And I created this one yesterday just because I want to see if I like my voice better here or through the first one. So I have Master and Master 2. The ones above it come with the RodeCaster Duo. So if you like the sound of one of those, by all means, just use that. So yeah, so it took me a while to get my head around this, and so hopefully my explanation helps and go through. Another thing I did. I was talking on Friday about how you can mute a channel and still be listening to it, and that you can only do it from the front port. And since I have USB headphones, I had to figure out how to plug in the USB headphones to the front port, which these are AirPods, so you can do that. Let me zoom this out here. You can do that with this thing here. This thing, it's called a AirFly. You can get it at the Apple Store, or you can get it online. It's made for AirPods, and it allows me to connect the Bluetooth to here, so I can play Spotify, right? Okay, you see it going. And now I hit the mute button. It's muted to you, but I hit this button. Even though it's muted to you, and you can't hear the music right now, I can hear it through my headphones. So if you wanted to mute, say, a Discord from your audience, you could mute them and mute them from hearing you. You could mute them, but you could still listen to it through your headphones by hitting the listen button. And you can see how this is lit up more. These are both lit up more. You can set the brightness of these too. So if I hit unmute, you'll hear it, and I can hit the listen button. It's switching songs right now, so let me, where'd that go? Let me bring that back up. So see, now that switched songs, it's back. But yeah, so mute, unmute, and then if I listen, if it's lit up, I'm hearing it, you're not. It's very handy. It's amazing. I love that feature of this. And you could leave all these on too if you wanted. So you could listen to every channel. And then, let's see here. Let's pause Spotify again. So, one more thing to go over. I just wanted to show that off. It's this little dongle that plugs in here. There you go, AirFly. It's real easy to set up. You just plug it in, hit this large center button, and you hit the button on the back of the AirPod case. They pair with each other, and it's golden. Now, if you want, you can do wired phones. I kind of like wireless headphones, so I can move around and do things. Because I have other buttons to hit, other things to do. So wireless headphones really save me a lot. But if you want wired headphones, by all means, you don't need this Bluetooth plug-in thingy. It's just because I wanted to use all the features of this thing, so I could, listen to it and everything. Hey, Herb, the new pretty? Yeah, the new pretty. The new pretty, along with this thing for Bluetooth headphone connectivity. And I just mentioned that I can mute people to the stream, but I can still hear what's going on with these two buttons here. So again, you can see this channel, and it's lit up. You're hearing Spotify. Now you're not hearing Spotify. If I hit this green button, I'm hearing Spotify. You're not, so I can still monitor this channel, even if it's muted to you. And I can unmute. And it'll be cooler when it has LCARs, right? That'd be amazing. Oh, and I'll go over the interface on Star Trek computer panels. Yeah. There was an app for the iPad. I don't know if it still exists, but a few years ago, which made it. It didn't do a whole lot, but it gave you an LCARS interface on it on your iPad. It was neat looking, but functionality was somewhat limited, and I certainly couldn't scan all the things you could in Star Trek, so, Now the other headphone came out. Okay. I see where we're going today. I see what we're doing today. How dare you, headphone? How very dare. I really should get those ear hooks that go on these. Just so I can move around. All right. So you can see the left one going, as I mentioned before, is my microphone. And then I'll zoom in on the pad again, if I remember how to do it on the Droid Cam. There we go. One day I'll buy a cord long enough so I can place a camera over here and a USB cam here and just, have it set. But for today, this will work. So, because these are, each line is an input and output, and again, if you want to identify them in Windows, hit the button, and you say, select RodeCaster Duo main. So anything, I go to my volume mixer in Windows, and anything you want to set the input and output to this channel name, the RodeCaster Duo main. So I can have whatever I want going to this, as long as I use the RodeCaster Duo name channel. So much better than me messing with Voicemeeter. You know how to mess with Voicemeeter. Hats off to you, friend. I had so many problems with Voicemeeter, I scrapped it. I'm like, you look pretty, you look like an audio board, but I can't figure it out. So I'm like, you're out of here. Oh. Switch my input on me. So, okay. Yeah, you can process, like I say, you can process whatever. So, where was I? As long as you can hit, I'm stuck with potato for now. I have to justify going hardware at some point, right? So I can hit any of these buttons, and it'll tell me, okay, so this purple one right now is assigned to RodeCaster Duo Chat. That's just what RodeCaster names it. You can't change those names. But as long as I name the input, and where did my subtitles go? Why aren't they on? Okay, subtitles back? Yes, no, no? What is going on? Oh, there they go. Okay, they just took a moment. All right. So, no, it was on the same audio. Yeah, they're back now. I was testing a thing yesterday, and so I took away audio sources and re-added in audio sources, so it might have got confused. Let's see here. So, that's that. These functions here, there's pads on the side. So, you know, I can echo when I want to. I can make chimes. I have my own applause button now. My own air horn. These come with RodeCaster, by the way. You can, if you use this, the RodeCaster, it was their software called. Hold on. Rode Central. If you download that off their website, you get a software where you can upload your own sounds. And so these pads here on the side relate to these buttons up here. So, you know, I can be like, oh, I messed that up. And then these arrow keys, you have different pages. So if I want to sound like a robot, I sound like a robot now. Yay. No, I don't. I get my own rim shot. It's kind of nice. But yeah. Ooh, what does monster sound like? I'll have to listen to the VOD.
This is what they claim is a monster voice. So now I sound like a monster. Or something. I don't know.
Okay, so that was, yeah, voice changer. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see, let's go back. What is with the subtitles right now? Hello, subtitles? Are we feeling okay today? Are we good? Are we testing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show preview. If I show a preview, why aren't you previewing? Do you have an always on mic feed to send to the captioner? Yeah, yes. Yes, it should. It should be like, this is how I have streamed my last 3 streams. Why it isn't working now, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to switch scenes a second just to make sure that it's just not going on any of them. Huh. Why did you decide not to work? You have captioning enabled, captioning enabled. Caption source is heard on stream. I save it. It's going out. Well, what? Captioner? Why did we decide to stop working? Why is this okay? It is not okay. So no, this is the, oh, there we go. It decided to finally go again. Okay. Mine frequently go out me and then come back. I never know why. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, you know what's weird now? Everything I said is in the recent thing. It just wasn't displaying them for some reason. Because I see there's a window called recent in the caption preview, and everything I said that wasn't captioned on stream is in that window now. So, okay, sure. Are we good? Are we going to be okay? I think so. All right. Apologies. There is a mysterious tech interruption. Woo! So yeah, my mic is, as you can see, channel 1 on this. You get 2 XLR inputs with the Duo. So if I wanted to have, there's a knob over here that controls these other 3, or whatever. You can move all these things around. So whatever 3 you have here, there's a big knob over here that will control these 3, and these first 4 will always be controlled by the sliders here, by these 4 buttons and their associated sliders. So I can't hear myself because I went to settings, outputs. Let's see here. What was it? Was it headphones? No, it was monitor. No. It was routing. And then, let's see, what was it? Is it speaker? No, that's not it. That's not right. Anyway, you can take yourself out of any mix. So if I was using one of the headphone plugs in the back, I could hit that, and now, as you can see, I've taken myself out of this mix here. If I hit that, oh, I'm back in, so I can hear myself now. And you just X, and you can't. The little yellowish one makes it so you can disconnect from the dial, and you can give it a different level to it when it's with when you see those 2 separated circle, when you kind of have the unlink. So now I can set this. I can set Spotify to be lower on this particular mix going to my headphones if I wanted. And go back and I can link them again. Lower or higher, so you can set the individual mix volume depending on the channel you're going to. And yeah. So that was kind of a recap of that. If you have any questions about what else this can do, you can go watch the Tech Friday on my YouTube, which is !YT right there. Go there and go to the Tech Friday playlist, and you'll find that there. Now, I had another question asked of me. Let's see. Do I need this up. Oh, by the way, I don't think I do. I am using Mixline with this, and if you can get the Mixline beta, honestly, follow what's going on with Mixline. Let's see, I don't think I need the Droid Cam up anymore, so let's shut it off. If you can get into the beta or follow along with it, I'll be talking about it for a while. You know what? Okay, so I just want to show off. Oops, I've done some things that. There we go. Okay, I closed Windows and I'm like, no Windows, don't close. Okay, and where is my? I had a display capture. Where did it go? Well, apparently today is the day for things to not appear. All right. Just give me a moment. I can't even find display capture for some reason. Right there. Okay. It's in alphabetical order, DC. Okay, so here we go. All right. Okay, here we go. So, as you can see, Mixline. Yay, Mixline. Honestly, follow the development of this. I know I will be. So, you can set up Mixline to be the outputs. As you can see, RodeCaster Duo secondary. I have Spotify as an input, which you gotta play Spotify, but it'll show up. And you connect it to RodeCaster Duo secondary, and it's going to that channel I showed you earlier. Just like that. And you don't have to go into your Windows mixer or anything. You just connect the two together, and they go. So yeah, you just gotta drag it, and as you can tell, I got going to AirPods. I got, Spotify also going to my speakers, so I can mute which ones I want. I really like this software, so if you get a chance to play with Mixline, by all means, I recommend trying it out. Again, it's a beta, so we need to do a rundown battle of the mixers at some point. Ooh, that'd be fun. Yes, and I can't remember the name of it. There is a free software mixer that kind of lets you do a similar thing by just dragging the window under the input. But I want things to run through the RodeCaster Duo, so I do that. Yeah, rundown of mixers, that'd be cool. So, and, also with the RodeCaster Duo, you can, since everything is sort of a two-way street, you can set up another computer, and instead of that one chat channel I have, I could have that be another computer coming in. Right? Yeah, so if you have questions on the Duo, it took me a while to get my head around some of the things that it does. Hopefully my explanation helps you out in understanding what's going on with it. If not, let me know, and I'll do better. But yeah, so that's just one of the ways to route your audio. Now, I did have a question about separating this we're kind of switching audio topics here now, going to routing. Let me take down the Droid, my phone a second, so I can use it again and get it off of Droid Cam. So I had a question about if you're going on to Twitch, how to make your VOD have a separate audio track. And you can do that in OBS. Now, I'm multi-streaming, so I can't do this. If you are just going to Twitch, if Twitch is your only source you're going to in OBS, you can do this. There's a special thing that Twitch allows OBS to do in the audio mix. So I have a couple videos to show. I don't think we need the volume because I'll just speak and you'll see the subtitles and things like that. But let me get down to them. So, as I said, you don't need all the fancy equipment or anything. You can audio route in OBS. Because you have the audio input capture. Or, I'm sorry, application audio capture. So you can capture per thing you have open on your system, right? And you can just make your audio mixer menu very long, or depending how you have it set up, either very long or very long this way, or horizontal or vertical. And you can set each thing to a separate channel. So I was asked about doing this to Twitch specifically. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, let me get my, let's see here, if I can, yeah, I'll just do another display capture here. So we're going to go into infinity mode again. And yeah, infinity mode, look at that. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Let me move this down a bit. All right. So here is, oh, is this going to work the way I need it to? No, of course it won't work the way I need it to because there's a weird thing going on. All right. One moment. Edit transform. Nope, that's not what I wanted. No bounds. There we go. DC's Crisis on Infinite Desktops, right? Okay. Here's the window. Shrink that down. There we go. All right, so we just need the audio mixer portion on the screen. Whoops. Just kind of need sources and audio. And let me pull this up so you can see the menus that pop up. All right. So, as I said, if you hit the plus icon down here, let's get the mouse glow going. You hit the plus icon. You can do application audio capture, and any software you have open will appear here as a mixing source. As you can see, I have RodeCaster Duo and my Twitch alerts as software things, or as as audio sources, software things, really. And then you have your audio input and audio output captures for your microphone and other things. This here, RodeCaster Duo, is an audio input capture. So if I go to that, and let me bring it down so you can see it, I say audio input capture, go OK, then device, and then I have, RodeCaster Duo main stereo. That's what this one is. Or I can make it the chat one, or the secondary. If I just want to separate out those channels in OBS, I can. Or I can have everything going to the one channel with the RodeCaster Duo, which is what I have right now, is everything you hear goes to this one channel. yeah, everything going to the RodeCaster Duo goes to this one channel, and that's what you're hearing in OBS. But if I want to, I can separate those out and have them be on different channels in the mix on OBS. Okay, I said a lot there. Let me get rid of this just so there's no accidental audio dubbing. Doubling is a word I can say. Yeah, so first thing in OBS to kind of understand about the audio is that I can make this, anything here, go to its own audio track for recordings. And this also helps out when you are, let me just expand this out a bit more, increase size, yeah. So this also helps out when you're selecting that channel that you only want on your Twitch VODs. So I have RodeCaster Duo. Then once you have your audio mixer set up, you hit the gear icon down here, and you get this long menu. Let's see if I can. Oh, I'll just move this over to the other demo window. So you get this. Oops, don't want to move that. And this is and let's see here. I'll increase the size here. All right. So OBS gives you 6 audio channels to mess with ultimately. Let's just make this bigger for everybody. It's not how I want this to work, but it'll be okay. All right, there we go. Check it out. So I have, you notice I have RodeCaster Duo right now. What you're hearing is going to all 6 audio channels that OBS provides. I can decide what track I want this to go to. So RodeCaster Duo, if I just wanted this to be one source, I can go, okay, all that off. And now my recording, if I were to take this into an editor, my voice, everything on the RodeCaster Duo channel will only be on this first track here. Right? If you want to make sure you're heard, just do that. So this menu is saying, I want this audio source to go here, here, or here, you know, just by checking it. So, you know, I could have Spotify as a separate thing, you know, and if I want Spotify only to go to the second audio track, I'd click the 2. And then that way I could do this, have my voice go to 1, and Spotify just go to 2. All right, and then if I hit start recording, I'll get a multi-track going of, you know, all the audios tracks, and then I take that resultant recording into DaVinci Resolve or some other program like that, and you can you'll have the tracks separated. Oh, I was going to show multi-track on the RodeCaster Duo. We'll get to that. Okay, I showed a little bit of it, but I also wanted to show what happens when you do that. So yeah, that's the gear menu. When you open your audio sources, you assign what track you want it to, and this is important for sending things to OBS. Now we'll show off a little video here. And again, I can't show you this because I'm multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, so these options don't come up for me. That's why. So if you saw me go live last night, I was recording video for this purpose here. So let's see here. Oops, I forgot which one I wanted first. All right, hey everyone. This is just a test stream. So you can hear me talking, and I'm mentioning everything I just said, right? Let's forward through this a bit. So as you can see, I have music capture. So I have Spotify going on one, and then I have the RodeCaster Duo going just my voice on another track. And that's all that video was to show you that I had established 2 different tracks, right? And then I go to here. I can't affect these right now. But what you're going to do is your audio track that the stream will hear will be 1. Now remember, that'll be both the mic and the music. So when streaming, you'll hear both. However, the VOD track I have set to 2, and the music doesn't go to 2. So you should just get my lovely voice. Make sense? Okay, we're gonna do this test stream here. Okay. And so, yeah. So that's the menu option. You go to settings, and when you go to settings and stream, and if you're on Twitch, let's get that display capture back. Move it here. Uh-oh. Oh no, I may have, something's happened. Hold on. I can't select anything in OBS right now. Why? Oh, because I have, right, okay. Right, nothing's wrong. It's just the way OBS works. Okay, don't mind me. And I can't affect these right now. That video popped back up. Okay. I have to activate the display capture, and I can go to settings. You get the settings window. Now if you're on, so you'd go to stream. If you were on Twitch, that video I just showed you, that's where, you know, if it doesn't show up, here's your output. So if you had Twitch, you could send one channel to the Twitch VOD. But yeah, so stream settings, what track do I want to go to OBS? Or what track do I want to go out to all of you? So here's where I select it. Since everything is going through track 1, I just leave track 1. But if I only wanted my voice, or if I only wanted, say, Spotify, I would set that. I would just click 2 here, or whatever number I set Spotify to be in that other menu. And then I should have a video displaying that's not what I want. All right, so yeah, settings. Go here, and then the output you selected for your audio channel to go to. If you just want one track going out to your stream, And recording, you can select audio tracks. When you record, do you just want the one audio track? You know, I have them all recorded because I want all my audio going out to the recording right now. But yeah, so the point is that when you select that track, that's how you can take music out of your Twitch VOD. By doing this, I'll just show this video again. And I can't affect these right now. But what you're going to do is your audio track that the stream will hear will be one. Now remember, that'll be both the mic and the music. So when streaming, you'll hear both. However, the VOD track I have set to 2, and the music doesn't go to 2. So you should just get my lovely voice. Make sense? Okay, we're gonna do this test stream here. Alright, so you get that. And then the VOD test once again. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let me set this so y'all can hear it. Hold on a second. Alright. And this is just to test the VOD. I'll be explaining this all tomorrow, so I don't need to explain it now. But I need this to go on. I just need the music. Okay, so what I wanted to show off here is that I have a music capture going off, as you can see, but you can't hear it because that's how I've set it up in I downloaded this. This is my Twitch VOD of what I was showing you earlier. And so yeah, as you can see, the music was going. You only hear my voice because I selected the track that only my voice was attached to for this VOD. So say you're doing a YouTube video, you're watching YouTube videos, and for some reason you don't want your voice to go out to them, and YouTube's being part of your content. If you want a clean track, you select what track you want. So yeah, hopefully that made sense, because suddenly it didn't make any sense to me at all. But yeah, so the key thing is this gear here for these settings, selecting what track you want it to go to, things to go to, and then telling OBS what tracks you want the recording to hear, and what track you want the VOD to hear. And there you go. And yeah, you can do all that right through OBS. You don't need any other equipment to do it. It's all right in OBS. Yeah. So audio routing, yay. And sorry, as something popped up, and I'm like, what? Wait, what? A thing? There was a thing. It popped up. So you have any questions on that? Go for it. Let's see here. I'm going to open DaVinci Resolve here, because I think I made a demo to show you what a multi-track recording from the thing would look like. Do I have any of the... let's see here. Was it... Thought I made a project for everyone that features the... I did not. Okay, so let's do it live. Yeah. So, okay. So, back to DroidCam. Droid cam. You on? Yay! Okay. So I showed you how I'm routing. So settings, output, routing, then recording, and it's capturing all the channels that I have available to me currently. All right. Now then, we go to where's the multi-track thing? Here. Okay. So instead of routing, go to multi-track. Now it asks, do you want the fader off? Do you want pre-fader or post-fader? So they're exactly what they say they are. So off, no processing, no nothing, multi-track recording is disabled. Pre-fader is fader positions will be excluded, but all of my mixing, adjusting to my voice, that stuff will be saved. All the processing I'm doing to my voice will be saved, or I can bypass processing, right? And then you just get a level track of everything, and you can boost it in your editing software, or you can go post fader. So your faders, the volume slider right here, also affects, as it says, fader position determines recording level. So there you go. All right, so I have post fader on because I make the mix I want on the thing, and then it goes. And yeah, then I just hit the record button, and then I start recording a thing, and I can bring in some music. And we want to bring in some music, right? Because we want to show we have a couple channels going. And then when I'm ready to stop, I just hit the stop. I hold down recording until it says saving, and I have a recording. Now to access that, to access that, oh, I don't need this display capture anymore. Get rid of that. This is where we need Droid Central. So you do need the software for transferring audio off your internal SD card to any other place. And let's see here if I can just let's do a window capture. No, I need a display capture because you need to see the arrow. Okay. Okay, so yeah. What you see here is the Rode Central software. Let me make this a fun window. There we go. So I have that recording I just made. And when you first power up Rode Central, it'll ask you to select something on this side of the menu. So I did. I selected the RodeCaster Duo. You can have multiple shows. I call this one main. Then you just go to transfer recordings. The RodeCaster Duo will be placed in transfer mode. I hit continue. And now my RodeCaster says, hey, there's a thing. And I did this one earlier today, but this is one I did. So click this, and notice I can get this out as a wave or as an MP3. We'll select wave, and you can change all the Can change all the settings here. 48 kilohertz, 24 bits, loudness. You can see the wave. You can zoom in on it. You can play it. Go to a marker if you want. Anyway, we're going to export. And let me just export it to my folder here. So I've selected a folder. Export complete. Yay! And now it's right here. It's recording 5. I click it. And now here is the stereo mix, which is all the tracks together. And here's each individual track. So if I just wanted the track I was playing Spotify on, that was this one. Oh, let me exit transfer mode there. So if I just wanted the one I played Spotify on, I can just drag that out. So main is my, so I have my mic. Main is the whole mix. But yeah. So I can just drag out, oh, here's just the Spotify track, and drag it out completely separate from the main thing. And then if I go to DaVinci Resolve, where's that window? Okay, let me get rid of this timeline a second so I don't confuse things. Resolve, do what I want. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu for Resolve. Hold on. Edit. There we go. Now delete. Okay. So let me get Resolve to a state you can see it in. We just kind of need to see the audio tracks here. So I drag in the stereo mix. And this is everything. So my music is going. This is my music and my mic audio. And let's see here. Move. If I just wanted the mic, let's see, what channel is this again? This is RodeCaster Duo secondary. So the USB 2 main, I drag that in. And there's nothing here, but because when I start the Spotify track, this is the Spotify track now. I know you can't hear it on the recording, but this little wave here, these bumps. So when I was talking first during that recording, no Spotify, then I turn on Spotify, and this is just the Spotify track. And as you can see, this is track 4, USB 2 main, that wave that I pulled from the folder. Right here, this track right here is just my Spotify. If I just want my mic, hey, track 1 mic. If I want everything, it's going to be this track 2 USB 1 main. So you can separate out your audio tracks like that. And yeah, that way you can put them in individually into your editing software of choice and go wild. Okay. I have to please exit this mode. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, and this is the Rode Central software. You can do a lot of, you can customize the smart pads. Here's where you would upload your own sound. Oh, I'm covering the subtitles. Apologies. So here is where you would add your own sounds to your custom pad. Let's go to 3. So I hit plus. I can't select the ones on the that are included within the RodeCaster Duo, but I can choose a file. I can drag and drop. I can make this pad whatever I want. So say I had a record scratch or something I preferred, I could choose the file, and then this pad here, I can select its color, and this pad here would be whatever sound file I have chosen. So yeah, you do need make sure you get the Rode Central software so you can do a couple things with it, like transfer your files, and if you want individual sound things to go, that's all right there. All right. So, yeah, that's all that. Yeah, multi-track recording on the RodeCaster Duo is a spectacular feature. I can just have separate mixes everywhere at all different channels. And then further, I can separate out those channels and make a recording within OBS that is just a certain channel and not everything, and I can audio route in a path that gets confusing very quickly. You can make the audio river flow in many ways. Yeah, and it's a lot. It's a lot for me to even talk about. So yeah, what else can I talk about here? I didn't want to hit that button. I wanted this button. Let's go back here. All right. So if you have any questions on audio, please type them in, or anything I did. Remember in OBS, when you're selecting where an audio input goes, that's the first menu under your audio mixer, that gear. And then in your settings, you're telling OBS, this is the audio source I want in the recording. So basically, you're flowing it from one thing to another, right? So you're going from, hey, OBS, take this track, put it in this channel, and take this track and put it in this channel, and then you move down the river to, okay, OBS, now I have this going to this track, this is going to this track. Now I only want these things in my recording, or I only want this one in my VOD. I only want this one to go out to everybody. So yeah, you're flowing down the audio river, and it's branching off however you would like it to branch off. I should have gotten a boat and like a captain's hat and made a whole nautical themed audio thing, and we could have talked about the flow of audio. Ooh, I wonder if I know anyone with an oar. That'd be great. I could just be like, yeah. Start your audio. You select what you want, and it's just waiting. You're at the dock, right? You've started Spotify. All right, and Spotify's at the dock. And then you say, okay, Spotify, get on the boat. And you're like, okay, Spotify, we're going down the river. Yeah. Okay, Spotify, you're going to be on track number 2. Yeah. All right. And now, Spotify, you're going to be out of the Twitch VOD. Sorry, Spotify, we're not making that stop. But you are going out to my audience as I live stream. All right. Good job, Spotify. Keep on flowing. Yeah. And so, yeah. You can I walked away for literally a minute. What the heck are you talking about now? Still audio. I was describing audio flow as a river and me in a canoe and needing a captain's hat and an oar. Like, I don't know if I know anyone with an oar. And then I would take the oar and start paddling down the river, right? And I could make my background, water and everything, and start down the river of audio. Grab Spotify, say, okay, Spotify, come on. First, we're flowing to track 1. Yeah, my voice is flowing to track 2. Spotify, you're not going to be on the Twitch VOD, but you are going out to the live stream. So you're not going to stop on the VOD port. Okay, so we're going to just the live stream port. Yeah, good job, Spotify. And yeah. But I need an oar and a captain's hat. So. Because you can do that. And you don't need a RodeCaster Duo to do that. You just need OBS to do that with. Now I have RodeCaster Duo for a couple of reasons. One, the multi-track recording is very cool. Bonus reason, the sound pad. Because, I mean, who doesn't like an air horn whenever they need an air horn, right? Or, oh, I got the failed trombone. Yeah, failed trombone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hold your applause, please. 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 Okay. I have too much power now. Oh, I'm at least gonna get a captain's hat and just like a stick, even if it's just a mop handle or a broom handle. I'm totally doing this as an audio demo now. I'm very happy with myself. Just think of the joy live at PAX U, where you get the whole extra third dimension. I mean, come on. And by the way, I'm going to PAX U. If you're there, come by, say hi. I'll have a whole extra dimension to me. Now I'm just in my head, amused by myself. Let's see here. I gotta check something really quick. Here, okay, I better check this. Okay. Cool. All right. This is a great idea. I have great ideas sometimes. I'm pretty proud of this. It's going to be great. You're all going to love it. It's going to go up on YouTube, and you'll be like, hey, don't fall out. Don't fall out again, headphone. Stop it. So yeah, and if you do have AirPods and you just want to connect a Bluetooth thing to a regular speaker, a regular headphone input, there's this little device by a company called Airfly that plugs in. It charges via USB. There's a couple versions of it, but yeah, it works really well. And allows me to do to hear all the fancy things on the RodeCaster Duo. Again, if you like wired headphones, go for it. By all means, use wired headphones. Save yourself some money. Well, depending on what wired headphones you get, save yourself some money. But yeah. So, that was going. Let's see, what else do we have here? Got tagged there. All right. Yeah, I know. That was a lot. So I'm probably going to do a separate video on getting that Twitch audio, separating out the audio for the Twitch VOD and just having one track go to the Twitch VOD. Now that is only for Twitch. Twitch and OBS have something worked out where you can say, okay, Twitch VOD, I don't want you to have my Spotify music on it, so you're only going to take my voice track. You can't do this with YouTube or any other service that OBS can go out to. Since I go out to Restream, to Multi-Stream, I can't use it. But if you're just going out to Twitch, you can do that. So yeah, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, what you can do is mess with a multi-track recording and have everything, or have the multi-track recording without your Spotify or whatever music service you have. You could take the Spotify track out of one recording or one place or the other, either out of your live stream recording or out of the multi-track recording, and then you can bring it in to your editing software later, or not, whatever you want to do. Very, very flexible. Yeah, I'm really impressed with RodeCaster Duo. I still have time today, so let's show off a little more on the RodeCaster Duo. Again, if you go to my YouTube, I do a pretty good explanation on it. I just released the edited version. So if you want to see the full live stream of Tech Friday, it's under the live playlist. If you want the edited version, go to the Tech Friday playlist, and you can get the version I edited yesterday and just published earlier today. So, all right, let me go back here, and let's get DroidCam back up. Okay, there we go. Oh, and before I forget, so in case you're wondering how to use this with Stream Deck, let's bring the display back up. Let's bring up the Stream Deck thing. Because this is very easy. Since we're dealing with virtual outputs, notice here I have, a censor button, a crowd awe, record scratch, and these are all from the Stream Deck store. But since I have I want to move this out of the way. Oh, let's just put that there. So, since I know, for example, this is the RodeCaster Duo secondary channel, I can go here. I can select this sound I have set, right? And then I have my output, RodeCaster Duo secondary. So now I hit the sound button. And that goes through to that channel. Again, it's wild that these RodeCaster Duo channels are inputs and outputs. And I say such a simple sentence, but it took me a while to wrap my mind around that, because that audio flows one way usually, but here we have kind of a unique two-way street, if you will, using the RodeCaster stuff. So yeah, so any audio you want to go, the 3 channels you get are essentially virtual channels, so feel free to route them however you want. Yeah, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, so I could go to RodeCaster Duo. Again, I can set whatever mix I want to. I made the master and master 2. That's why there's trash cans, so I can delete one. If I go to my microphone, you see you're hearing me through master 2. Now if I click master, the first master that I made, you might hear a difference in my voice at this point. Or I can hit the broadcast button. Now these are presets that are in the RodeCaster Duo. I did not make any of these. I can hit broadcast, and now you should be hearing my voice different yet again, right? But I played with some of the settings, and I think we'll probably wind up with this one. Yeah, so you can play with these. You can create as many of these as you want. I would just hit the little plus sign, start going. I can go back here, and here's all the processing. I'm on advanced processing, so I have all these to choose from. Click here, high pass filter, and then you change the settings with this large knob here. These knobs here are for headphones. There's 2 headphone jacks in the back of this, so you can have different volumes in different headphones. And so you get a high pass filter, a de-esser, noise gate, compressor, equalizer. Keep going. Exciter, panning. Leave panning alone, honestly. But yeah. So you can set your mic however you want. Go back. Oops. Let me just make sure I have my mic set on what I want it. Presets. Yes. Okay. So yeah, and green circle tells me, the speakers are on. If I was listening through this has a Bluetooth channel in it, so you can route things to the Bluetooth channel, and you could listen through Bluetooth headphones without plugging in an extra dongle like I did for specific reasons. So outputs, routing, see Bluetooth, and so if you had a phone call or you wanted audio from your phone, you could connect it up via Bluetooth. And again, just set whatever channels you want to flow into there. Again, I'm going to have to recommend custom, just so you know what's going in and what isn't. Main mix is just everything. Mix minus essentially takes out the channel itself, so you don't get audio doubling. But I would rather custom and just take it out on my own. It feels more customizable that way. But yeah, so routing to the channels, routing to the speakers, routing to the headphones. Now, earlier I mentioned on the RodeCaster Duo that you get, or maybe I didn't make this clear enough, but you do have 2 USB ports back here. And the one USB port, obviously, you connect to your main machine. And that gives you the OBS one, and I think it's the chat one. So RodeCaster Duo chat. And obviously the first one I have here, the RodeCaster Duo main. All right, so that can flow into your computer. So that first one gives you 2 virtual audio outputs. The second, these are both USB-C connections, by the way. The second USB will give you this USB 2 here, associated with this button, which is RodeCaster Duo secondary. Okay, so if they're going into the same computer, you get 3 audio outputs. However, you could take 2 USB 2, connect it to another computer, and get the audio from that computer feeding into your mixer here. And that's the power, because you can essentially take this thing probably weighs, I don't know, 5 pounds, less than that. Yeah, probably less than that. And you could take this with you somewhere, and all you need to do is plug in a mic, have an SD card in there, hit the record button, set up your audio routing, and this thing here is recording everything for you. This is doing all the audio work for you. You don't need anything else. So take this with you, a couple mics. You don't even need a computer. Just make sure you got that micro SD card in the back. And Rode has a webpage telling you what micro SD cards they have verified work with their thing. And so, yeah, you could just take this, couple mics, and if you're just doing an audio recording, and you're doing an audio podcast, this is all you need, right here. Now it's a bit bigger. You know, there are smaller solutions, but you could have 2 XLR mics. There's 2 XLR inputs, plus a USB mic, plus a Bluetooth mic, if you had that, and you could have 4 audio channels, 5 maybe, ready to rock. And, you know, I kind of love that. At PAX U last year, someone had a mini mixer and recorded our 2-mic interview to an SD card. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. There's a... I did a show with some friends, which I don't think you can find anymore. We mainly released on Facebook, but we did a wrestling show, and we did it with a... I can't remember what you call it, but it was essentially a small little audio mixer. It worked fine. The mics were right on it. It's a very popular thing, but yeah, I love these mini mixers, kind of like this. Now, if you wanted to spend the extra money and get a RodeCaster 2, which I don't have room for a RodeCaster 2 on my desk and don't want it, you do have more inputs, and that's the main difference between the RodeCaster 2 or Pro 2, whatever they call it, and the RodeCaster Duo is the number of inputs. Otherwise, if you go to YouTube and look up tutorials, the RodeCaster 2 software and the RodeCaster Duo software is the same, essentially. I don't think there's any different. There might be, but I don't think there is any different. So you learn the software on one, you kind of have the software for the other down as well. But yeah, I love the idea that if I was doing a production out, I can take my own audio mixer with me, set it how I want, and then I can give people different audio mixes. Say someone else is the editor, I can go, here's, as I showed that window with all the mixes in it, here you go. And you can change the names. As you saw, mine said recording 5. You can change that name to be whatever you want. But yeah. Whew, that was a lot. This headphone is just giving me problems today. Stop it. Stop it. You go in there. Stay. Very neat. Yeah, hey, Sirius, welcome on in. Been lurking and listening. Awesome. So yeah, I really like this thing. Again, if you're streaming and want audio routing, you can do all your audio routing in OBS. You don't need this. I have this for very specific reasons for my production needs. And if you want to kind of level up what you're doing, RodeCaster Duo is a good way to go. Yeah, this is a brilliant piece of hardware. It really is. So yeah, if you're doing multiple productions and things like that, or you just want to be a little more creative with your audio, this gives you a lot of options that you just don't have in software. Plus, what I also like is, because this mic here, okay, push it up. Let's go to this here. This microphone right here is the Shure SM7B, and that's plugged into the XLR output, and it does all the I'm trying to think of the term, pre-processing for you. A lot of times you'll see recommendations for another piece of hardware called the Cloud Fit, something like that you connect the XLR end of the Shure SM7B to, and then put that into a monitor just to have more gain. Well, if you do that with the RodeCaster Duo, you're going to create noise, extra noise. And they have it so that the presets are such that you don't need that extra bit of hardware. You can just plug it in and go. Because they have different setups. I can show that too. So I go to the mic one and just hit this button. And as you can see, it says SM7B right there. But I also have, of course, the Rode mics are all supported. Right, even they're wireless. But you could also do any condenser or dynamic mic that you can plug into an XLR. You can do that. You have 2 XLR ports on this thing too. And then you have this gain here that you can turn up and down. This goes up a lot, let me tell you. Yeah, I could make my voice peak out very easily. But 61 seems to be a good balance for the room I'm in. Even though you can probably hear my cat now if cat chooses to meow. And these pads along the side are brilliant. If you wanted to, using the MIDI selections, that's MIDI, MIDI, you could control OBS scene switching in OBS with these pads. And now that's something I'm not going to do, but if you do want to see that sometime, I will set up a demo to do that. You can relate even a little more complex. You can relate a Stream Deck button to do functions on the RodeCaster Duo. So I could hit it. So say I had the RodeCaster Duo on the other side of the room for some reason. I have the Stream Deck right here. I could press Stream Deck buttons to do certain functions. And yeah, that I'm definitely not messing with. But if you do want to see the OBS thing, let me know. That wasn't too complicated of a thing. And I can do that at some point. If anyone wants to ever see that, just contact me via all the ways there are to contact me. Pick one way of all the ways to contact me and tell me that you would want to see that. Don't use every single way to contact me. Contact me. Thanks. So yeah, again, if you have any questions about audio routing, now's the time to ask, because tomorrow we're going back to Baldur's Gate 3 until Tech Friday. Tech Friday this week will be on any other audio things I can think of, and but we will be looking at OBS version 30 that just came out. Your plugins are safe. It wasn't as massive as OBS 28. And if you are using OBS 30 and a plugin doesn't work, contact the dev. There, you can see the name of the person who made it on the OBS forums. Just find out how to send them a message. Send them a message, because they want their stuff to work, right? But you know, the kind of big names in the space like Exceldro and others have posted to Twitter like, all my plugins should work. If they don't, let me know. And, you know, so help out. Because OBS is free, open source stuff. So, yeah, if there's just a plugin you're attached to in OBS and it doesn't work, find the dev, send them a message. They should all work just fine. But yeah, so we'll be going over some of the things of OBS 30 and whatever else happens to come up. We'll talk about that on Tech Friday. Otherwise, the rest of the week will be Baldur's Gate 3. That's coming up. I will also be at PAX U. If you are going to PAX U, come by, say hello. I'd appreciate it. You'll see me in a third dimension. It'll be great. I'll have some form of hat on, and where's my other glasses? They're not here, but you'll see me in my other glasses are over there. You'll see me in other glasses, but you know, so something like this, but extra dimension and different glasses. Let's see here. And, yeah, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, please go subscribe to my YouTube. I'm only a couple people away from 100 followers. I would like to hit 100. So go to my YouTube, hit the subscribe button. That'd be fantastic. And, all my live streams wind up there because I am multicasting to Twitch and YouTube. And, you also get the edited versions of Tech Fridays when I think to do them and when I get them done. Those go in the Tech Friday playlist. Otherwise, all the live streams go in the live playlist. Makes sense, right? And if you want to support me, please go to my Patreon. You'll get exclusive content there. Special articles that I only post to my Patreon. Go there. The lowest tier is $3 a month, and that gives you all the special articles and videos that are upcoming on various things. I think I will be doing a newsletter that I'll release. Love your YT for when I miss stream. Thank you, Rex. Yeah. Thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. I think I will be doing a once-a-month newsletter. That will be... And I'll divide it into sections. It'll be basically my passions, which are D&D/TTRPGs. And then the other section will be tech. And, yeah, I'll kind of do a highlight thing once a month. So you'll be able to sign up for that at my... Because this is a relatively recent feature. I don't know exactly when this came out. But bio.link, which is my... If you've heard of Linktree, it functions like Linktree. But they've added... I can do blogs on this, and I can do a newsletter too. So if you go there, if you go to dclacer.bio.link, there'll be a little subscribe button up top. You click that, and then when I get the newsletter going, it'll magically appear in your inbox. Yeah. So again, once a month, so as not to be to overfill your inbox, and it'll be a collection of thoughts on TTRPGs and stuff on highlight of a tech thing that I found in over the past month. So that's how that's gonna go. Please check it out. I really like bio.link. I think on Tech Friday I will also show off BioLink because I've been using them for a while. And, yeah. I think they're kind of keen. Yeah, I used the word keen. I used the word keen. That was neat. That was the cat's pajamas. Now I'm thinking about cat's pajamas. Like Kitty in pajamas, yeah. Yeah, my cat would absolutely hate that. I think most cats would. Kitties in pajamas. Adorable. Cats in PJs is top tier image, right? I imagine every single cat would hate it. But we all think it's adorable. Okay, today is just a day for headphones not going. Probably plotting all our demises, right? You think the Jellicle Ball is about cats ascending. No, it's about cats gaining more power over us and plotting our demises. There's charts, there's red strings. They get played with a lot, but eventually they'll be used to map out our demises. Cat conspiracy. You heard it here first. Spread the word. Oh, is that why they seem fond of string yarn? Yeah, exactly. Catspiracy. Yes. come for the informative tech talks. Come for the stay for the info and cat conspiracy. Exactly. My cat. So I'm going to round out on cat things because I have a cat. As you may have seen earlier in the stream. So I often close my door at night, and then around 7 a.m., my cat will meow and let me know it wants in. So I let it in, comes by, it gets some pets, and then it leaves. And we're good. I live vicariously through yellow cat owners. Now, if there's no food in the dish, there will be more meowing. But usually it's just, you gotta pet me right now. And then I'm done being petted, so I'm gonna wander off. And it's always right around 7 a.m. Every single time. But to circle back real quick, I do enjoy listening to your talks because I learn lots every time. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. This headphone, I'm going to... I just used meeting jargon. I'd like to circle back real quick to the... We need to synergize our plans. I think we can come at this at multiple levels, and the marketing campaign will really benefit from us having synergized these things and circled back to them again, because that would improve our customer feedback loop. We'll end in Scrum. We want you to have a positive experience. Also, the higher up, something teams. We're going to break you up into teams. You're going to go do this thing. You're going to go do the other thing. They don't relate to each other, but we need the info. I only ever hear my husband's video calls. So I know these in secondhand form. Sounds about right. Excellent. Oh, okay. So, DC life experience. It's story time. I was, when I was considerably younger, we'll say, but adult, just younger adult, and I was job searching at that particular time. I feel like I'm constantly job searching, but anyway, this was a different job search. So I go to do this thing. Now, I don't want to mention what it was or anything like that. So, and I had this impression that this was about fundraising for a thing, but and it was a charity type thing, but what it was selling these coupon books to support the charity, and it was MLM. But their ad didn't really indicate that, and either I didn't have enough experience to glock onto all the terms, or whichever. So this guy came in and goes, okay, so we're going to go to this area and we're going to sell these books. And then he said the word juice really loud. And then some of the others said juice back. I'm like, what is this juice? Do I get juice? I want juice. But there was no juice. It was just a word he kept using. And he would say, other positive thing to get you motivated, juice. And I'm like, why are you doing this? So you kind of had a mentor with you, so I had someone to go with and do this, and I went through the day because they gave you a little bit of money for going through the day, and then I walked out and never came back. But after every big statement, this guy would just go juice, and some of the other people would go juice. I just wanted juice at that point. I like some apple juice. Apple juice would have been nice. I'd like some apple juice. That would have been great. Maybe some high C or Capri Sun. That would have been lovely. But he just kept saying it as this word, right? Well, I feel your confusion so much. I also interviewed at a hidden MLM thing very similar to your experience, fresh out of college. Excellent. Like, right there, there's no hand juice spritz cider. There's no handbook. There's no thing explaining what juice is or anything. He just said the word after a statement. Yeah, that kind of job caught me too. And I'm just like, what? And now when I think about those types of things, there was this movie. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Shoot, I really like it, but I think it was kind of a comedy and drama. It was probably 40s, 50s or so. And now we motivate ourselves by yelling cocktail names. Excellent. But the part of it was there was an immigrant running for office, and she was getting involved in a political rally, and there was someone there to kind of guide her through the things of it, and they were at this rally. And, people were all excited and everything. And the guy's like, no, you can shout anything here. Nobody cares. And he shouts, fish for sale. And nobody reacted. Everyone just kept cheering. And to me, that's kind of what that juice term became. It was sort of meaningless in this sea of just doing, just going through it all. Let's see if I can find that movie real quick. Movie. Get them while they're fresh, right? Was this it? No, this could be it. Wait, was it made that late? No, it was in black and white, so this can't be it. But yeah, if I figure out that movie, I'll let everybody know. But it's a really good movie. Turner Classics has it on sometimes. I just can't think of the name of it or who the stars are. They were well known, 40s actors and everything, but it's very good. It's wonderful. Yes, we can talk about movies again. I saw the Marvels last night. It's delightful. If you can go see it, or when it comes to streaming, please go see it. It's fun. It's an hour and 47 minutes, so it's 2 hours or less, which I love. Oh, ad. Okay. We'll let the ad pass. Let me know when ad is done. It's so fun. Yeah, right? Marvel's is fantastic. I had a lot of fun. It was great. And, I saw the tweet about it's performing poorly at the box office, but also realized that the actors couldn't talk about their own movie and go around and promote it either because of the strike. And now that the strike's over and we can talk about movies, go see the Marvels. It's good. It's fun. Really enjoyed it. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll probably take a raid over to somebody soon. I don't know who's on. People really want to hate on it for getting those key facts. Yeah. And I couldn't find anything to hate. I mean, there was a couple things I found a little confusing, but that's fine. There's always something in a movie, right? No movie is perfect, but I can't wait for it to come to home streaming. Yeah, because I'll watch it again. It was just clever and fun, and sometimes that's all I need a movie to be, is clever and fun, and it was those things. Let's see, who is on? We could go raid Xander. Xander is on. Who else do we have? We'll probably go over to Xander. Anyway, so any other questions on audio mixing, routing? Because it's a lot. I've talked now 2 streams on it. And it's a bunch of info. So yeah, if you have questions, please let me know. And I'm back. Ads are done. Yay! So we were just talking about the Marvels being a neat movie, and you should go see it. And that it's doing bad at the box office, but the actors also couldn't go promote it because of the strike. And just because it's performing badly at the box office, it's a fun movie. You should go see it. Or when it comes to streaming, watch it on stream. It's a lot of fun. And hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so yeah, go see Marvels. The Marvels. It's fun. Let's see. And I'm also seeing if I can find that movie real quick, and I cannot. It's probably a pretty good movie to watch now that also that the U.S. is heading into presidential election. Get some reminders up, because a lot of these movies are as true now as they were then. As it were. Where's my echo? I just want to play with the echo again. Hey, I can echo. Fleece. Okay. That's what you do when you can echo. You say the word fleece. I mean, if it works for Scrooge McDuck, I works for me. All right. So yes, audio routing, very complex. I hope I was able to show some of it and kind of demystify it a little bit, because it's still confusing to me at times. I have to be like, okay, it's going from here to here to here, and I need to hit this button to get it to go here, and then this button will make it go here, and then this thing has to go here, and it seems like a lot to keep track of, but once you set up that audio flow, you'll be good. Yeah. So thanks again for joining me, everybody. Really appreciate y'all being here. Come back tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll be doing Baldur's Gate 3, The Continuing Adventures of Sticky Maple. Yeah, we'll do that. And is there anything else I need to mention? PAX Unplugged. Go see me at PAX Unplugged if you're going. The first episode of my werewolf series is up on the Vancouver by Night YouTube. So check that out. Let me pull that up. It's 4 episodes long, and they were all pre-recorded. So we are done recording the episodes, but episode 2 will be this Friday. Have fun at PAX. Thanks. Let's see here. This should be the thing, and then let's go to Vancouver by Night. Playlists. Here we go. It's called Broken Spirits. If you're looking for the show, the episodes will premiere on Fridays on the Vancouver by Night Twitch, and then they'll be uploaded to YouTube the following day, or even later on that night. I'm just trying to get a playlist link for everybody. There we go. So here's a link to the playlist. If you want. And also, in the near future, I will have a D&D stream. So come by, see that, too. Just stay tuned for announcements on that. Looking to do a charity game again, and I have big ideas that I've been kind of sitting on, and that I can do in different ways now, and more constructive ways, and this earphone is starting to annoy me. Earphone. AirPod. Stay in there just a little longer. Come on. We're going to go on a raid. All right. So thanks to y'all for being here. Please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, come by Tech Friday. We're going to go over bio.link, the service you see all my links into, because they have some new stuff coming up. And we're going to go over OBS 30 as well, as that just dropped last night. So stick around for that. Baldur's Gate 3 streams the rest of the week. And see you then. Stay tuned for the raid. Bye.